spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will start this game off. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Bell. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Off the play fake on first down. The short hands, it's Delton. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. Smashes through the tackle.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cuevas. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already, so a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, running back on the move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
With the catch, it's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. The Dogs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. This rivalry might not be as bitter for Alabama as the ones against Auburn or Tennessee, or for Georgia, the ones against Florida or Georgia Tech. But when Alabama and Georgia have met over the past decade or so, no matchup has been more impactful across the SEC or college football.
Oh, there's no doubt. Georgia's had a Bama ball.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll go to the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the...
Open field on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some movement.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw at Simpson. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Fires left. It's complete. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He got it! Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will come up here in the second half. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe of the 49. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense putting points on the board.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Finds his man. It's Bell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Bell. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Try to get it to the edge. neighborhood pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Touchdown, Georgia! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Ole Miss and LSU, fellas, they've given us some classics, and we've got another good one brewing today. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Dogs haven't just been hungry. They've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they play so hard, they don't give you a thing.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, didn't he?
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Frazier. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And you want that clock to run. Oh, out of space. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Miller with the ball. Makes a man miss. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Simpson. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And 3rd down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback. Make the stop. Get him to 4.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. 1-possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Part of the backfield. It's Miller. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Pulls it in, it's Horton. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And the offense just going to spike it here. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got the quick pass.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Fires one high and deep. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown tie!
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are Great catches of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream